Now, this is going to be one of the videos where I'll be talking about Google Ads and search engine marketing. Now, before we talk about Google Ads, let's get a fair idea about Google. Now, the company was started back in '98 by a pair of genius, Sergey Brin and Larry Page, which is currently being led by none other than smiling Sundar Pichai. And like you can see the history of the company, where right after the launch, they started Google Ads back in October 2000, post to which they had products like Gmail and Google Maps, acquired YouTube in 2006, and then finally they had amazing products like Android and Google Chrome right after 2 years. So in the span of 10 years, they had launched a good number of products. In the last 20 years, they had amazing products like YouTube, Gmail, Maps, Hangout, Chrome, Chromebook, Docs, Android, Calendar. I mean, you will find a hell lot of products launched by the giant. In terms of revenue, Google is currently generating like the most revenue in terms of advertisement companies compared with LinkedIn or Facebook or Meta. However, 61% of the revenue comes from its own properties, like when they show their ads on Google Search, Google Maps, on Gmail. Gmail not the ads but as a service as well through G Suite. Also, they get a huge amount from YouTube, which amounts to around 90% of 9% of the revenue. Then they have amount coming from Gmob, AdMob, I'm sorry, and then AdSense, Google Play. I mean, they have a lot of products available in the list, and which keeps going. Now, in this video, we are going to talk about the Google properties, what properties Google have in terms of ads, then the type of Google ads, Google search engine marketing results, how Google shows ads, and then finally the type of campaigns in Google. So the current office is based in California. In terms of ad properties, now even though Google has a lot of properties, but these are the properties which are the primary ones where Google shows ads. So first one is Google search, which is their own property. So whenever you go to Google and type anything like buy shoes online, all these ads revenue which Google serves on Google search goes to Google directly because it's their own ad property. Then you have display properties, which are the combination of third-party websites, application, and games. Google is not the owner of these display properties, but Google has partnered up with these websites. So on their behalf, Google shows ads on them when companies, websites sign up with products like AdSense or AdMob. And then Google keeps a revenue, Google keeps a cut and shares the amount to these property owners. Then you have one of the biggest video property, again owned by Google, by the name of YouTube. We keep surfing YouTube day and night. Then we have App Store, which is called as Google Play Store. Again, one of the properties by Google. And then Gmail. So Google also shows ads on Gmail. If I get into my Gmail, I can show you the ad running somewhere in the promotion tab. Oh my God, I don't have an ad here. Let me get into one of my another email ID so I could show you where exactly Google shows ad within Gmail. Oh my God, why don't I have any ad running? Okay, so it's not serving an ad right now. Okay, now you can see in the social tab I'm having two ads coming through the Google Gmail or the mailing interface. So Google serve ads on most of their ad properties, most of their own properties, and that's how Google earns money. Again, this is a screenshot of properties like Google Search, YouTube, Display Network, and apps. Now talking about the Google search engine marketing and result. So Google is one of the leading search engine. Then you have Yahoo and Bing, which are also the competitor, but you will find Google having around 90 to 95% share in most of the countries all over the globe. So search engine means any result that you get on Google is the part of search engine result or the search engine marketing. But technically, when we compare it with SEO, then search engine marketing means the marketing that you do on Google Ads to serve the search results. Now, what results you have? So let's say I again take you on Google and then I type buy shoes online, get the result. Then the first one that you have is a shopping ad campaign result. So we call it a product listing ad. If you look at this ad closely, you will find sponsored tag on the top of the ad copy. Then you have an image, you have the title, you have the price and the company name. So if you have this information, then it may look like a creative or a display ad to you, but this is a shopping ad. Now, this shopping ad, technical people also call it PLA, which stands for product listing ads. This ads appears on Google when you run a shopping campaign. Then you have a text ad, which also runs somewhere beneath the shopping ad, or maybe somewhere at the bottom of this page. Okay, so here we have a text ad. You can see sponsored over here. You'll always find either an ad snippet or a sponsored tag right above the ad copy. So when you have this kind of ad, it comes directly through the search campaign. Then you have the SEO results. Now all these results, like which are right below the shopping or the ad, now these results are coming directly through the SEO activities. So you do website listing and then you upload the website on accounts like Google Search Console, and Google get to know that the website is there. Otherwise, Google fetches the website automatically, and if the result matches with the keyword and the keyword matches with the content on the website, your website starts appearing on Google. It's not that easy. You have to do a lot of on-page and off-page website SEO part, then only the website gets visible. Then you have the one of the result type, which is Google Maps results. So let's say if you type buy shoes near me, then probably Google is going to show you the nearby stores like this. Now these listings can be allotted, can be made on Google once you sign up with Google My Business by getting into business.google.com, and we call it a GMB listing or a local listing. Then you have results like knowledge graph and snippets. Now, if I type something like Shah Rukh Khan, then you will find a lot of information right on Google coming from websites like Wikipedia, then profiles, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So all the information that serves to Google through these companies makes a knowledge graph. Even if I type a company name, let's say I type Maruti as a company name, then also I'll find a knowledge graph. Now this is not a complete knowledge graph, that's why we call it a snippet. So Google shows you knowledge graph and snippets and a lot of other results as well, like video, news, images. Then Google shopping portal, you have Google flight portal as well. If I type buy tickets, then I get okay, I should be getting the flight information to Mumbai, let's say. I mistyped the spelling. I get this information coming from the Google Flights. However, there's a different way of uploading or getting into Google Flights, but that's how Google normally shows you results on their search engine. Then talking about how does Google ad work. So like it's very easy that companies compete with each other. So let's say if there are 3 companies, so whoever pays high gets their ad in the top slot of Google. So whoever wins the auction, they get the ad slot and their ad serves on top of the other one. However, that's not the only parameter. The quality is the another parameter which also plays an important role in the serving of ad. So it's like combination of auction and the quality. So if you're running a search campaign, you have to make sure your ad copy content is matching with the keyword. If the keyword says buy shoes, you should also be having buy shoes in the ad copy. Then also the information should be available in the landing page. So Google wants to deliver the information or wants to deliver the service to people in a way where like the product should always be available or the service should always be available in the ad copy and the landing page. It should not be a mismatch. So it should not be like if you are searching for buy shoes as a customer, the website shows you a pair of jeans. That should not be happening, otherwise the quality drops. So you have to make sure everything is in line, and the website should be having a great speed, having the mobile functionality, having the images, having the products in the right manner, reviews maybe. So all these things are considered in having a great quality for Google. So whoever wins the auction through bidding and quality gets their ad on Google, at least if not then in the top slots of Google. Or whoever misses it, then either they don't come on Google or they come in the bottom slots of Google search. Now talking about the campaign types, now you may have to learn a lot of campaigns in Google. So you have search or display, video, shopping. So search is simply, as we have talked, whenever somebody wanna show their ad on Google, let's say MBBS course, and if company want to share their ads somewhere over here, then they have to run the search campaign. If the idea is to show a display ad which shows up on websites like QuickBuzz, NDTV, all the Google partner sites, like this, in fact like this, it says ads by Google. I hope you can see that right here. Then this ad comes through a display campaign. Then if you want to show the ad on video, now when you watch a video on YouTube, you'll always be finding an ad running on top of your video, and either it's a skippable ad or you can't skip it, or so both of these ads serves through a video campaign. Then you have shopping campaign. If you want to sell a product, let's say buy shoes again, and you want to display a product somewhere over here or on the top, then you run a shopping campaign. App install, if you have an app, you want people to install this app, you launch an app campaign. Performance max is for people when they are willing to serve their ads on all the different inventories or properties of Google, like search, display, Gmail, discovery, everything that you have in place. And if you want to show your ads on all the properties, then you simply run a performance max campaign. I can also show you how you run this campaign. So you simply get into an account of Google, click on the plus sign, and either choose an objective or go without an objective. Then here you have search, performance max, display, shopping, video, app, smart, discovery campaign. So you simply have to choose the campaign and then proceed with making the campaign. Now discovery is a bit confusing. This is for people who are willing to show their ad on Google Discovery particularly. So discovery is an app majorly for Android users. So when they're having this app opened, so let me show you how does discovery work. Give me 1 second. So when you go to Google and like over to that app, which looks something like this. Right. So this is one of the image of Google app. I mean, we don't have a name of this app. It's just called as Google. So if you're reading a news through that feed and you want your ad to show up somewhere in between this feed, then you run a discovery campaign. Along with it, discovery also shows your ad on Gmail and YouTube. Now remarketing is for people or for companies who want to chase their customers. So let's say you go to Amazon just to buy a pair of shoes or a mobile phone, and you find an ad keep on chasing you, maybe until a week is not over, or maybe until a month. You keep seeing that why the hell this ad is like right getting into you and not leaving you at all. So all this happens through a remarketing campaign where we somehow take the cookie of the person's system, and then through that cookie mechanism we are showing the ads back to this person again and again whenever he's going to any of the Google display or video network. Then the last one, which is local and smart campaign, is for people who are having a very small stores like a barber shop or like a salon or something, and then they just want to show their ads in the vicinity of a small location to serve a small set of people. Then you launch a smart or local campaign. Again, if you come into the account, you will find this one as your smart campaign. So that's all. I hope this gives you a fair idea about how Google works. And now if you really have understood how Google works, I want you to do these 3 exercises of this course. Now people who are already taking the course, they know that this kind of training cannot be learned without doing the practical exercises. So all you have to do is to look into reviewing different display and search networks. Maybe you go through Taboola as a display network, you go through Rev Content, you have a lot of display networks available. Facebook is also having their display network by the name of Audience Network. So you go through display network, you go through search network, maybe read a little bit about it, networks like Bing or Yahoo. Then you go through the social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. So you have got a fair idea how the companies are doing apart from Google in the world of advertisement, and you get a basic idea about the on-page and off-page SEO part. So I hope this helps you to understand a basic idea about Google Ads and search engine marketing. I will see you in the next one.